Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to Stellaris Synthetic Dawn. In this video we're going to be doing a weapons test because missiles don't suck anymore. That is right, missiles have been fixed, have been rebalanced, and they are no longer shit. They used to be, because if you were attacking a large fleet, for example, let's say we were firing in these ships, which we will soon do, and tons of our ships fired missiles at the first ship. All of the missiles would be going towards it. The first 5, let's say, would destroy it. Well, that's not, maybe not 5, but let's say the first 20 missiles would destroy it. But there was a total of 100 missiles. So the 80 missiles that didn't get to hit this ship would just disappear, which made them horribly ineffective. Now that has been fixed. Missiles have received a retargeting range. So if this ship is destroyed, those missiles that were flying behind here will just turn to another one. So, just to see how well that has been rebalanced, I have created 6 fleets that are all basic battleships without any defenses whatsoever, all with the same basic, well, not basic, but high-level equipment. And each of those fleets has 20 battleships with different weapons. And now we're going to see how well they fare against the same enemy. We're going to be attacking the pirates over here, the old guard, the scarred veterans, and the young blood. And we're going to be reloading the game from right before the attack and sending another fleet instead. So, going by combat strength, the weakest of the fleets is Phase Disruptor fleet. Yeah, I wanted to include different weapons as well. So let's start with them. Let's see how they fare. Sending Phase Disruptor fleet in now. I have all the technologies researched and I have all the Unity perks selected. Also, I have no admirals placed in these ships, just so all the fleets have the same condition. And why no defenses? Well, because stuff like shields and shield regeneration, especially with capacitors, can make a huge difference, especially when the random factor is included. Alright, let's start the simulation. First, the 20 battleships with phase disruptors have arrived. Phase disruptors let us get rid of their shields easily, but don't deal a lot of damage to their hulls. I expect this fleet to fail quite quickly. Oh, as you can see, the enemy is firing missiles, which we'll be testing shortly. 3.3 of the first fleet remained, and our fleet was destroyed. Time for another one. Maybe I should have included more. We have tested the phase disruptors. They were crap. Now the next one in terms of strength apparently is the ones with plasma weapons. Plasma weapons are bad against shields but good against armor. Now my favorite weapons are kinetic weapons, either the Gauss weaponry or, more appropriately, kinetic artillery, of course. But we'll get to that in a moment. Now it's time for the plasma weapons. But I have to activate the instant build command so we wouldn't be paying maintenance, because if we go into the negatives, the ships will be severely weakened. Let's go. Remember, all of the phase ships were destroyed, and 3.2 combat strength of this fleet remained. Now, I expect the plasma fleet to do a little bit better, but still to be defeated. Oh, as you can see, phase disruptors really suck, because not only did we destroy the whole fleet, we also have 19 ships surviving. Now, this is a huge, powerful ship, but we might do quite well against it because we have weapons that are good against armor. Okay, the plasma fleet did way better than I thought. We might need to find a tougher target. But now let's test another one. Maybe I just underestimate plasma very much. Now let's have a look at the laser weapons, which are the next in the rank of strength. I don't expect the lasers to do too well, although I might be surprised yet again. Also, let's make sure... oh crap. Yeah, activate the command. Can you stop? Because we're we were in getting mineral shortage. Ah, crap, the test is ruined because they're getting a negative modifier. I have to reload again and activate the command immediately. Yeah, because we had the resource shortage which weakened the ships, thus making test conditions different. Okay, laser ships are doing okay. Maybe I'll have to do another test with a reduced number of battleships, 10 instead of 20 in each type, perhaps. Okay, lasers are already doing worse than plasma. Plasma had almost all of their ships surviving, and here we are at 14 ships surviving. Now let's have a look. Oh, also I've done a test for the naked corvettes. If you haven't seen that, go and see that. The next in the order of strength is supposed to be, according to the game, the Gauss cannon battleships. All Gauss cannons. If these tests are inconclusive, we will switch all our ships, or rather we will do it again with 10 ships in each fleet. Okay, the Gauss ships did pretty well so far, although not as well as plasma. Apparently I underestimated the plasma weapons. Okay, 13 ships left. Now, this all depends on the particular enemy that you're fighting, because, for example, phase disruptors would do much better against an enemy that is heavily shielded and not armored. Still, I think these results are pretty conclusive. So Gauss weapons actually did worse than lasers and plasma, but again, that depends on the enemy. The enemy here was heavily armored, and this ignores 30% of armor, while lasers do 60%. Perhaps I should have chosen an enemy that has neither shields nor armor, if there is one such enemy. The next in order of strength is supposed to be missiles, and now we will be testing those. And then we also have kinetic artillery, of course. Also, let's activate the command, and here we go. Now we will observe the retargeting. I'm going to slow this down. See, all the missiles... Oh, we have pointed defense. Well, that changes things. Apparently they have pointed defense. No, maybe not. Okay, as you can see, the missiles are hitting the ship. I will need to wait for another volley for the ship to be destroyed. Then we'll see the retargeting live. It's gonna take a while for this to happen. It's still taking damage. Okay. Gets destroyed, and the missiles that were flying towards him should be changing targets. You will no longer see a lot of missiles disappearing. Let's speed things up a bit, and we can still observe it. Can you see some of the missiles are changing direction mid-flight? There was one here. That's because the ship in question was destroyed, which makes them that much better. Okay, let's increase the speed. I will be fighting the old guard. "14 are remaining, which is a result comparable to all the others, except for... Did you see how this volley just destroyed all of them? This is a result comparable to all of them, apart from plasma, which actually did the best. And finally, we have the kinetic artillery to compare with everything else. Kinetic artillery is my favorite weapon for large slots because of its immense range and very high damage output. Although it is not necessarily the best thing ever, I kinda believe that it is. Now these ships would have been much more effective if we had put some defenses on them. Oh, actually my beloved kinetic artillery did worse than missiles and plasma. Maybe I need to reevaluate my priorities. Anyway, as you can see, missiles don't suck anymore. Maybe we should do another test on a galactic horror or some such. Shall we? I have a sentry array built here so we can see everything. If I have a quick look around, we might find a target suitable for our attack. Like here. Nope, that's mining drones, tons of them. It should be displayed in the system view. Here's something. That's the crystalline entities, like we did in the what's the word? In the Corvette test. Okay, I haven't found them yet. Any horrors? Maybe I just need to hover over all of them. There weren't that many. It's of course possible that we didn't spawn any titans and horrors or anything like that. That would be surprising, though. That would be surprising. Pirate fleet, space amoeba. No, no, no. If I don't find anything, I will pit the battleships against the crystalline entities now, but at reduced numbers. Void clouds, no. Enigmatic fortress. That could work, actually, although it will probably destroy all of them. And again, Enigmatic fortress is heavily shielded from what I remember, so it might be a suitable target. So let's attack the Enigmatic fortress. Unless I can find a void horror, which would probably be even better. No, no. Dragon would just destroy all of them. Can't find a void horror. Okay, we'll have to do with the fortress. Unless it's here. Or here. No, no, no. Automated Dreadnought. Oh, that might be even better. Yeah, because that's one target. Yeah, let's test them against the automated Dreadnought now. So we're going to reload the same save. Take all these fleets. Send them all to... Where was it? Here. Send them all next to the Dreadnought. Also activate the command. And when they arrive, I'll make another save and repeat the test with the Dreadnought. I don't remember how strong an automated Dreadnought is. What's your military power? Do I need to reduce... No, I think 20 battleships is fine. I think it'll be too few and they'll get destroyed, but we'll see how much health they can take off the Dreadnought. Okay, let's save it as weapons test 2. And go after the Dreadnought. So we started with the phase cannons. Let's do that yet again. Yes. Now the Dreadnought is quite powerful, but I don't remember how powerful exactly. Can we even scratch it? Well, it is repairing itself quite aggressively. Okay, these guys did not stand a chance. Now, it is the turn of the plasma guys. Yeah, I probably don't have enough to attack the automated Dreadnought. If none of them can hurt it severely, so you can see which weapons were the most effective, then I can either build more ships or send them against the crystalline entities. Yeah, I usually don't attempt to fight any of the Titans unless I have like 50,000 military power. So we haven't even taken off the shields. So the phase disruptors actually did better. I don't even need to reload. We didn't even scratch it. I guess. Ah, crap! I forgot to do the command. So let's do that again. Because they're severely weakened if you don't have resources. So plasma now. And the command. Yeah, the test conditions were the same. I mean, quite obviously these guys are too weak to destroy it, but we'll see how much health we can take off. If we can take off any health at all. If we can even breach the shields. We can't even breach the shields. Okay, I'm starting to wonder if this if this test even makes sense. Alright, let's send in the laser ones now. I mean, if they had shields and all that, then it would make sense. I guess I can upgrade them quickly. Alright, the lasers are doing much better, actually. The lasers are doing much better. How much health did it? 88% health. So the lasers did pretty well against it, actually. Not only did they take down the shields, they also damaged it. So the lasers are the winner thus far. Now, let's check the Gauss cannons. Speed things up. I don't expect the Gauss cannons to do terribly well. Although they do have bonuses to both shields and armor. Okay, they are actually doing significant damage. And it was left with 86. So Gauss cannons actually did better than lasers. Now it's missile time. Missiles have armor ignoring capabilities. Well, actually, torpedoes would be quite powerful because they would just, you know, pass through all the defenses, and arc emitters would be even better. But they are not what we're testing today. So, missiles. They will start firing from a large distance because they have a very large range, so that is bonus already. But I think it has pointed defense. But they are doing remarkably well. If I had 30, they would have won, since we brought it down to 60%. So here you have it, against a single well-armored and well-shielded target, the missiles actually did the best. We still have kinetic artillery to compare them to, so let's check that out. Oops. Command. Yeah, kinetic artillery used to be my favorite weapon, but now I might be shifting towards missiles a little bit. As you can see, some of the shots are missing. We are still dealing a lot of damage to it. 81. So, kinetic artillery was better than all the rest, but not as good as missiles. On the other hand, missiles are vulnerable to point defense, but as you see here, they did very well, and I believe the Dreadnought does have point defense. So in conclusion, I think we can end this video here, concluding that missiles don't suck anymore, and they are apparently one of the best weapons. Yeah, I think I might be combining them with kinetic artillery from now on my high-level battleships, or even replacing kinetic artillery with some long-range missiles. Here you have it. Oh, also, the retargeting also applies to torpedoes, which makes them good now. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you found this informative and enjoyable. And the conclusion is, missiles are good now. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.